First tonight, former boxer Richard Dunn has described Muhammad Ali as the greatest sporting figure the world has or will ever see. The Yorkshireman was one of only 4 Brits ever to step into the ring with the legendary world heavyweight champion, who has died at the age of 74. Lisa Adlam reports.
I understand somebody told me you're from Yorkshire. I want to make a deal. After I annihilate you, I understand they're famous for that Yorkshire pudding. Get me 3 or 4 big stocks of pudding. That's the deal we're going to make.
The typical wit of Muhammad Ali to Halifax boxer Richard Dunn, remembered as clearly today by the Yorkshireman 40 years on. Few can say they went toe-to-toe with the greatest fighter the world has ever seen. Richard Dunn, making a charity appearance at Doncaster Races today, is one of them. He went 4 rounds with Ali in Munich in 1976 before being knocked out in the 5th.
Everyone wanted to watch him. No matter if you didn't like boxing or you liked it, you wanted to watch him because there was something special there. And when I fought him, it was just the same, it was special. I mean, I tried my damnedest to chin him. Not a prayer. But if you don't try, you'll never know, will you? No.
Despite his glory days taking place years before they were born, Britain's current top boxers have cited Ali as motivating their success. Leeds-born Nicola Adams, the world's first female Olympic boxing champion, described him as an inspiration. She was echoed by Sheffield's world welterweight champion Kell Brook. And Olympic gold medalist Luke Campbell, who's from Hull, said he was the reason 90% of kids start boxing. Ali's verbal sparring partner and another famous Yorkshireman was, of course, Sir Michael Parkinson.
It was never boring with Muhammad Ali, you know, it really wasn't. It was difficult to contain at times, and to interview him was, you had your own set of rules. You had to understand what kind of man he was, and you had to be prepared for anything, but you had to prepare.
A champion, a true champion, a good fighter and a good man. And I personally loved him.
Richard Dunn ending that report by Lisa Adlam, and you can see more of those tributes on our website, itv.com/calendar.
Bradford's Richard Dunn rose to stardom after fighting Muhammad Ali for the heavyweight championship of the world back in 1976.
He lost, but Ali's death has affected him deeply. And he's been sharing his memories with me in Scarborough this afternoon. He ranks being beaten by Ali as one of the best moments of his life.
Joe Frazier's the gorilla. George Chevalier was the washwoman. I have labeled him as Frankenstein. Franken, because he looks like Franken. If you look at his features, have you labeled him? He looks like Frankenstein. No country will take the crown from America. Do you know him? I am the champion, and I am the greatest fighter of all times.
This is a nice place.
I know you're fighting. You're so...
Richard Dunn's Yorkshire wit even made Muhammad Ali chuckle. That, of course, was the side of Ali which sold the tickets. Today in Scarborough, where he now lives, we reflected on this amazing sportsman. I can remember 2 a.m. in the morning, 1976, Odeon Cinema, settling down to watch you fight him.
I wish I'd have been with you, Ali. I bet it was a great night.
What was it like from your point?
It was just phenomenal. I mean, I'm a kid that didn't start boxing when I was 20, and I'm 31 years of age, and I'm fighting the greatest fighter in the world for the heavyweight championship of the world. By the way, I came second, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
In the build-up to the fight in Munich, Richard talked the talk as well, and he dreamt of one thing.
They say, you know, I mean, if you remember your dreams, they come true, don't they? So, who knows? But I'm going to win anyway, you know.
The greatest?
Yes, without a doubt. I mean, who is to compare him with? There's no one as good as. And it'll take an extremely great fella to be better than him. Because he was a good boxer, he was clever, he was witty, he was just fabulous.
And when you think about it, Richard, you had a sports centre named after you because you fought him.
And I helped to build it, I don't care, which was great. But I didn't know that then. You know, I mean, that was one of the biggest surprises of my life ever. In fact, I'm taking my 2 granddaughters over there because they want to go swimming in your sports centre, Pappy, because they call me Pappy. And that's what they want to do, go swimming in my sports centre.
The fight was over in the 5th, a stoppage No knockouts, no dreams, but respect. Total.
He was the greatest fighter ever, but you know, personally, I classed him as a friend, and it always will be, in there especially. Oh God. It's all right.
Well played, big man. Richard Dunn paying his respects there to the greatest Muhammad Ali.